But you've got this piece of paper, and this is where all the landlords stop. I mean, all of them. I'm not all, maybe 99, 44% of them stop with that piece of paper. They're awarded the judgment in small claims or eviction, and it's just an IOU if you do not move forward yourself to collect on it. Sure, out of the 96 satisfied judgments, 2 of them paid me. So if you're waiting for them to come to pay you, it's going to be a long walk home. So how do we get that piece of paper that the judge says they owe you this amount to judgment satisfied? Well, first of all, let's talk about these judgments that come down in the eviction and small claims. From the day that that judgment is entered to the day that it's paid, it's earning 10% in California yearly, 8% in Colorado, 9% in Illinois, 9% in Missouri, but there's a little different with Missouri, or contract rate, which means the landlord, I've had landlords in Missouri put 18% in their lease, and the judge has stood behind it. Now, not all states have contract rate. Pennsylvania is 6%. So when we go into these post-judgment proceedings and they start paying us, they pay the interest first, then the principal. So they'll be paying a lot of interest. Like I said, if we collected the interest on the $19 billion that's owed the landlords, we can collect 70% of that money and the interest, we'd own the Hawaiian Islands. Okay, another question I know that you're asking is, how long are these judgments good? Once it is awarded, how long do I have to go get the money? Well, California, they're good for 10 years. And we can renew them for another 10. So they don't go dormant, it's called. Florida, 20 years. Illinois, 7 years, and we can renew for another 7. That's at 9% interest. Virginia, 10 years, and you can renew for another 10. So what this tells me and you is we're getting huge interest for a lot of years. So let's go get that money. But how do I get the money? I mean, I've heard all the other landlords, you'll never get your money. You know, can't, what is it, blood out a turnip, or these, you know, these expressions. I call it the landlord grapevine. Spoken for thousands of landlords. I go through the procedures that I collected, $300,000, and 99% of them are not aware of these avenues. So I really don't know how they can say they can't get it when they don't even know the avenues to get it. It's phenomenal. I was 8 years in one of these proceedings I'll talk about coming up. Right away, not one landlord came for 8 years. I'm getting all my money with the lawyers, bench warrants and everything, and they're not there. So you need this education. So this is simplifying it. The judgments awarded in the eviction court or small claims. That's just 2 courts that you're awarded it. It's just a piece of paper. Then you file post-judgment proceedings to collect. And that is what my specialty is in the course. Naturally, it's the eviction, small claims, eviction notices, screening tenants, but the really meat of the course is how we're going to get that money.